Welcome to Team Rocket Garage. Behind me you can see my 1994 Nissan Sentra, and there is a little bit of a difference from when I pulled it out of a field just a month ago. But what you don't know is what we're going to do to make the outside of the Sentra reflect what it is on the inside. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Subscribe button.
So today we are, oh my gosh, look at this dog. So today we have to paint some things for the Sentra so it can have a hood that will close. This is a new hood for the Sentra. Let me show you what the old one looks like. All right, look at that. This is no good. All this webbing here is crushed in and stuff like that, so it's just no good, and the hood won't close. Sure, could we like cut this or like hammer it to make it work? Sure, but I want to do this the right way. What we're gonna do, we'll replace that fender. Pretty simple and easy. We'll remove and replace it. I'm not gonna show you too much about painting that because we're gonna paint the hood, so no sense showing you two of the same processes. But the hood, we're getting a little creative on. I think I'm gonna do black on the hood, but there's a little secret that's happening soon to the Sentra, and I'm thinking that the hood should match that. Yeah, I don't know. You guys remember the wheels, right? Well, we're working on that. Our goal today is to get this hood painted. We want to get this hood painted at least black. Then we can do some other little design things on her. I've gone ahead and washed this hood up. You should always wash. Prep work is the most important part of paint. The paint itself is probably 30 or 40% of the result. The prep work is 100%, and that maths out perfect. So we've got this bad girl washed up. I just use a standard degreaser dish soap. We've got Ajax there, no big deal. Wash it, get all the crap off that we can. And then we're just gonna let this kind of dry up. I'm gonna get a towel, wipe it down, give it time to dry up. In order to paint, it does need to be 50 degrees or better outside. So we've got about 10 hours of 50 degrees today. So we're gonna knock this out. It really is such a shame. I have some ideas for the Sentra, and they were kind of based on the colors that are on here. This is just like, it's too beat up. Like the paint itself has just sat in the sun for too long, and it is spray paint, so it's not the nicest thing in the world. But I'm gonna dry this off. We'll get it in the carport so we can start working on painting. All right, so it's a little dim in here, and I'm sorry, but we can't risk getting rained on, and it is fall, so all these trees over here are losing leaves, and we don't want leaf prints in here. So let's get this dried up just one more time, and we'll start preparing. We're gonna give this just a few minutes to get dry to the touch. We don't necessarily need to touch it. I do wanna go around the edges, hit with a really nice layer of primer. That way we don't have any adhesion issues right on the edge itself. And then we'll be heading to painting it black. Make sure you stay tuned because I've got some tips on how you're gonna go ahead and get a really nice outcome that's gonna minimize afterward. Now, one little life hack you can do when you're spray painting like this, or even automotive painting or whatever. This is just very, very cheap, get the car looking better situation, but because palm tree doesn't really match. But a cool trick you can do is when you're painting, you want to be painting in a direction where light is coming this way and bouncing back up to you. That reflection will allow you to see the texture that you're actually laying down, and then you'll be able to kind of adjust. That minimizes work that comes after everything, so you can minimize your efforts and maximize your results. All right, here we go. Go to our send menu. Just make sure we're at 3 depth, 10 pressure. That's what's been working. So we'll go ahead and
the demons hide bold, a dance of shadows with the rising sun, whispers in the
really freaking easy. Then I like to kind of droop it like that and then set it down right on the middle and work it out, because of the static it will try and pull down. All right. This is the last thing that needs to go on here, this little Sentra. Now, I probably should wait for this, so you're gonna see me struggle a little bit. This is gonna try and lift some of these. I can work with it, but typically you should let this dry, set up before you do another layer. I'm just on a time crunch. So, Sentra logo. I've already kind of shaped this out, so the RA is gonna go right here, and then the rest of it up on the door. Already did the other side with the E and the N right here is the separator, because you can't reverse the font. It looks stupid. So you have 2 ways to go about this. You can dry install, or you can wet install, or you can use wet with lubricant. Wet with lubricant is the easiest, but it also takes the longest and gets the nicest result. So I'm gonna split the middle and do just a standard wet install, no lube, which means we're just using water. So what we'll do is we'll put this on the ground here. Could you be an absolute perfectionist and use distilled water? Sure, but we've got a hose. So I put my foot here on there, and then we're just gonna spray this as it's coming off. That way we get rid of any static, get this out of the way. And then we'll also spray our surface here. This is where I'm probably gonna get just a little wet. Use our squeegee here, and we're gonna run the water down out of the graphic itself. We're mostly just focusing on these letters. Transfer tape is fine. We just wanna get the water out of under the letters themselves. And you might be thinking, hey man, if you put water on there, it's not gonna stick. But this is not a water-based adhesive, so not really an issue here. Nice and easy does it. And then, there we go, heck yeah. And this wind does not help. I am by no means an expert on this or a professional. I'm just have a YouTube channel where I want my cars to look cool. You should probably subscribe. I mean, if you're watching me do this, I think it's getting serious. Nice. Ooh, that one was good. No fuss. There we go. Nice. Now we're not out of the rain yet. This transfer tape is still touching some other stuff. So there we go. Perfect. Look at that. Oh yeah.